Pokemon trading card game Pocket was released not too long ago, and it has been sweeping the entire Pokemon community. Ever since its release, I've been seeing post after post everywhere of players' pulls and these awesome cards that they're getting, and all of the artwork is just so amazing to look at. But I know why you're here based on the title of today's video. You want to know if this game is something that you should check out. Is this something worth playing as a Pokemon fan? In today's video, I'll be sharing all of my personal thoughts and feelings so far about the Pokemon trading card game Pocket app, and letting y'all know if I think it would be a genuinely good experience for you as a Pokemon fan, and if it would be worth it for you to download. Quick preface before we go ahead and dive on in: I am a massive Pokemon fan, but I have never really been a person to dive into the world of the Pokemon trading card game. I have collected cards every now and then just because I like looking at the fun artwork on the cards, but I've never been someone who really understood how the game was played, went to any of the tournaments, or any of the fun stuff. So this video is mainly going to be a review coming from a Pokemon fan who this is their very first time diving into the world of how the Pokemon trading card game is actually played. But if you're someone who is not new to the world of the Pokemon TCG and you've played before, you're a big fan, this review can be for you too, just to see if this would be a game that you would also be interested in playing. But it's time to flip a coin and put down your starting cards as we dive into the Pokemon trading card game Pocket. So let's go ahead and get started with our review. Starting with our home screen here, we have the card packs, of course, the ones that we do our pulls from, and we are starting off with the Genetic Apex pack, which comes with the Mewtwo, Pikachu, and Charizard packs. So just from the normal passes, if you have the regular pass, I believe it's 2 booster packs that you get to do a day, and then if you have the premium pass, which is the one that I am doing a free trial of right now, you are able to do the 2 original ones plus 1 more, so you get to do 3 if you have the premium pass. Like I said, I am doing the free trial of the premium pass just to see if I would like to stick around and keep it, but for now it's been really fun being able to open up more packets. Heading over to the shop over here, we have a complimentary item set that we get every single day, so that's really nice that we can get at least something every single day from them. The hourglasses is where it's at. So the hourglasses are something that you can spend your shop tickets on, and these are the things that can shorten that pesky wait time for those booster packs. As you can see, I have already exchanged a lot of stuff for these hourglasses because I just really enjoy opening the booster packs. So of course I try to get as many as I can, but I do like to wait around so I'm not using too many of them. The longer you wait between the booster pack openings, the less hourglasses it will ask you for in turn. This is helpful, like I said, for people who just may want to open up the booster packs and just start collecting the cards and seeing all of them and trying to get as many as possible. As of right now, the shop doesn't have that many things to offer inside of it, aside from a couple things for binders, some special shop tickets. You also have some special item cards that you can get, so not too much, but I'm assuming that later on when the game has been out for a longer period of time. I believe I saw something earlier today, actually, where it said some sort of leak came out where it was discovered that we are going to be getting more card packs. I know that was just kind of assumed. We all knew that was going to be happening, but out of the item cards that you can get in the shop, I 10 out of 10 recommend buying all of them to see whatever suits your battle preference, but just speaking for me personally, I really enjoy the X-Speed and the Potion the most. But I will say the red card has been quite annoying sometimes when an opponent uses it on me. If you use a red card in battle, it takes your opponent's entire hand and shuffles it back into the deck, and it can be really annoying and irritating. So if that sounds up your alley, then maybe get the red card. But definitely get all of the item cards whenever you're able to, and give them a try to see which would fit your playstyle if you're someone who's interested in the battling. Even though I would say the shop is pretty easy to use, pretty easy to manage, there is a lot of different forms of currency, which I believe is something that Pokemon Unite also kind of struggles with sometimes. And just there's a lot of different things that reward you different currencies, but some of them you just don't get a lot of, and so it kind of just doesn't get used. Like I said though, I'm going to give this the benefit of the doubt in that they are just starting the game out. It just came out. I'm assuming there's going to be more stuff eventually down the line that you are able to buy with some of these things. But I mean, you have the shopping tickets, the emblem tickets, the premium tickets, you have the hourglasses. Like, you just have so much stuff that you can use. So it might be a little bit overwhelming at first to look at all these different things and wondering what exactly they do and what you can spend them on. But honestly, I don't think that it is that much of a hindrance, and I think that when there is more things to buy, it will seem a lot better. Heading back over to the booster packs, we have 3 to choose from. Between the booster packs, we have Mewtwo, Charizard, and Pikachu, and I've been opening a lot of Mewtwo packets. I've been doing a lot of those. I've kind of been neglecting the Pikachu and Charizard packs, so let me go ahead and let's open one actually. Let's go ahead. Just for research purposes and showing y'all how you would do it. So to open up a pack, you would just go ahead. I'm going to open up a Pikachu pack just for an example, and I'm going to use some hourglasses. I have 83, so I'm going to go ahead and use 8 just for this video, I'm gonna go ahead and just do it. I think it's worthwhile, so let's go ahead and open up a pack and see what we get. Now, there was a theory going around for a long time that there were creases, there were packs that were facing the other way, just like this one here. And there was a lot of investigating going on to see like if there were any differences between the cards, but I believe it's been debunked at this point that the little creases and the ones that are turned around do not significantly increase your odds. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I believe it was proven that that is not to be the case. I believe that all these packs are going to be the same no matter what, and they are decided as soon as you pick open pack. But just for fun, just to test the theory, let's go ahead and pick the one that was turned around, just to take the point that I picked, and let's see if it actually does anything nice. So you just go ahead and cut the pack open, and let's see what we get. We got a Squirtle card, always adorable, and Onyx, which I love. We got Nidoran female, and the Nidoran line is actually very, very useful, so highly recommend getting those if you can. A Heatmore card, and a Chansey card, so nothing too crazy, nothing too special, so I guess that theory is kind of out the window at this point, but all things that I have, nothing new here, but still always exciting to get more cards. I believe once we head back to the home screen, I get a bit of a level up here, which this is another thing that can happen in the game. As you get more experience points and open packs, participate in battles, complete quests, get more cards, you can accomplish things that give you experience points, and you level up and you get a bunch of items from that. So definitely try to do as much as you can to get those level ups so you can just get even more items to use on opening card packs, buying things from the shop, and so on and so forth. Next up, let's dive into the Wonder Pick section, which is another thing here on our main menu, and with this event here, we have a bonus pick at the top, which is free. I'm assuming we're going to have a bunch of those whenever there is events going on. There's going to be something that doesn't cost anything, but it is a separate timer here in the top for Wonder Stamina. That is what these golden ones are for, is to replenish the Wonder Picks. So in this screen here, you can see whenever a friend of yours or just a random person that is on the app opening up one of their packs, and you can see what booster pack they opened, and then from the Wonder Picks, you can pick from one of the cards that they actually got from their pack. It is random, so it's not like you can just choose. It adds kind of like the surprise fun kind of element to the game, and I see why they called it the Wonder Pick. It's kind of like Wonder Trading in the actual Pokemon games. I mostly try to use this feature whenever there's one specific card that I'm trying to get and I see someone with a booster pack just opened it, and I kind of just hope for the 1 out of 5 odds that I get it. Let's go ahead and give one a try right here. There is someone who has an Aerodactyl card, which is actually a card that I do not yet have, so this is going to take 2, so let me recover some Wonder Stamina, go ahead and use some. I got plenty of golden hourglasses, I am not stressing for those at all. So we're going ahead and Wonder Picking this booster pack. Let's see, cross our fingers, hopefully we can get the Aerodactyl card. Nope, we got the Blitzel. That is just the name of the game, that's fine, it's expected. It is a Wonder Pick, so you can't always get what you want. And then you can send a thanks to them, which is just a fun little way to give someone a little shopping ticket and a thanks notification for giving them the card. Always send a thanks. Always send a thanks to the player after you do a battle, after you do a Wonder Pick. It just gives them 1 ticket for a shopping card, and also it's really, really nice to just do that. It doesn't cost anything to make someone's day and be grateful and have 1 little extra shopping ticket in their inventory. I don't find myself using the Wonder Picks too often, aside from getting cards that I need here and there, but I still think that it is a fun feature nonetheless. So before we go ahead and move on to anything else, let's just go ahead and give a general review for everything that you can do on the home screen, which would include the Wonder Picks, the booster packs, and the shop. I think for newcomers, I think this is really easy to understand, it's really easy to do, and it's kind of fun, you know, waiting around and hoping and praying that it's time for you to open up a booster pack, and then when it is, hoping and wishing that you get the one that you want. I mean, I can definitely say since downloading the app, maybe this is a little sad sounding, but one of my favorite parts of the day is when I can open a booster pack just to see which Pokemon cards I'm going to get and to see the artwork. I would say definitely an 8 or 9 out of 10 for this part. I think that there is a little bit more that could be added in the shop, like I said, and sometimes that the Wonder Picks can feel a little obsolete. You don't really need to do them a lot of the time, but I think for just the fun elements and for the ease of it, I think that this is really, really successful. And I cannot wait until we can get more booster packs to choose from as well. Moving on to our next page, which is My Cards. Over here in this section, you can do binders, display boards, you can put together decks of yours, and you can see a bit of a preview here of some cards that I have collected. I have quite a bit of a collection at this point. I have 524 cards, so I've been doing a lot of booster pack opening. I'm kind of obsessed. I think this is just yet another fun thing about the game that I think a lot of players can look forward to, is just looking through your collection, sharing it with your friends who are also playing playing the game, and just showing off what cards you have gotten, seeing some cards that your friends have that you maybe want, and just showing the cards off to each other. And they make it so easy to do, and you don't have to spend a ton of money on card packs. It's something that you can just do right on your phone. A lot of the in-game purchases are things that you don't need to do. They're not required in order for you to collect cards, and so that's what I love about it. If you are someone who does enjoy the paying elements in games just to get like a little bit ahead, just to get like a little bit more, that's totally fine. There are options to do that in the game if you would like the premium pass, for example. As soon as you're through the free trial, I believe it's like $9.99 a month. So if you want to go ahead and do that, there's always the option to, but I think the game itself doesn't require you to do the in-game purchases, which is something that I really enjoy a lot. Moving on to the social hub, which is kind of like where all the friend stuff is going to be going on. It's really, really cute having your friends in here, and you can kind of see what they're getting through their wonder picks. You can go ahead and battle your friends. It's just really fun to be able to do that, and the trading has not yet been introduced. That is a big thing to me. I do not like that we didn't start with trading being able to be used. I'm not gonna blame them. I don't know what the reason is. I'm not an app or game development. I don't know. The reason could be anything at all. So I'm not going to judge them for that, but I will say it is kind of like a little bit of a downer that I can't trade yet, because it is something that I would love to do. If one of my friends has a card that I want and one of them wants a card that I have, what else are we supposed to do? We're supposed to trade, but I can't do that yet. I mean, just speaking for me, there are a ton of cards that my friends have that I would love, and I would really love for the trading to come out sometime soon. I don't know if any date has been scheduled or if they've said anything about when it's coming out. Hello everyone, Future Dominic here with a quick update. They have, since making this video, released that they are going to be updating the trading feature to be included, as well as confirming that new packs are on the way. But just know that I would love the trading, and the score for this would be a lot higher if the trading was included. But once it is, y'all, this game is going to be so freaking fun. I can't wait to trade. And then the community showcases, of course, that's for just showing off cards, showing off binders, showing off sets, and that is always going to be fun. In the shop, they give you these little artworks that you can put on your binders on the cover, and it's just a lot of fun stuff and showing off to your friends. That's why I think this game is going to be so successful. It's so easy to do, and showing it off to your friends is just something fun. Alright, but here we are, the meat and potatoes, or if you're vegetarian or vegan, the fake meat and potatoes. Let's talk about the battle system in Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket. Now, I read somewhere that this is a simplified version of how the trading card game is actually played in real life outside of this game, so definitely let me know if you're a trading card person down in the comment section below. Is this an accurate representation of how the game is actually played? Because as someone who doesn't know how the actual game is played, I would say that this does a fairly good job with all the tutorials and going through everything in teaching me and for me to understand how this game works. The game gives you plenty of opportunity to do battles in its solo mode, and there is events for you to do as well. That's going to be changing in and out every couple of months, I'm assuming, so there's plenty to do in terms of the battles in the solo way. In the versus, which is a thing that just started happening I think a couple of days ago, this is something that has event matches, random matches, private matches, so private matches with fighting with your friends, random matches with fighting with random people all over the globe, and then the event matches, which is the current event that is going on right now, where you're just going in, you're trying to get these little emblems for your name tag, where it has like the little bronze, silver, and gold crowns on them. I'm assuming that these events are gonna come and go. They're gonna be changing out every now and then, just so you can get like fun emblems. I'm presuming like fun items, maybe later cards. I guess we'll see. So as for like, is there enough to do in the battle screen? Yes, absolutely. There's plenty to do. There's never a shortage of people to battle. There are plenty of people that are playing the game right now, so you can get on and find a match like, immediately. You find a match. I will definitely say the things that I have learned from at least this version of battling in the Pokemon trading card game is it seems like going first just kind of sucks. Like, is there any reason that you would want to go first instead of going second? Because I can't think of any positives off the top of my head. Like, I always want to go second. I'm like hoping, praying, and wishing at the top of every battle that I'm going second. Is that just me? Or is that something that like we all feel for the Pokemon games? Like, definitely let me know. Some of my personal decks that I have over here that I've been using for a lot of my battles, I give them cute little names. Like my fire deck is Fireballs, and then it's electric for my electric deck. So I have like these funny cute little stable mains for all my type decks, and the ones that I have been using the most is definitely my Psychic deck, because I have a good bit of Mewtwo cards. I love my Gardevoir, my Hypno. All those cards are very, very useful, and putting together decks has been super fun. The putting together of the decks is honestly something that I didn't anticipate I would love so much. Like, I didn't understand anything about putting a good deck together, about what a good composition for a deck would consist of, but this game feels so easy to just like manage and understand what it is that I'm doing, that this is one of the most fun parts, is definitely rearranging the cards and seeing like which ones I want to put in there, which Pokemon would benefit each other, which item cards I should use, should I have any trainer cards in there. It's just really, really fun, and I would say that the composition of the decks is one of my favorite things about this game. My other favorite deck that I've been using aside from the Psychic deck is my Grassy Terrain deck, because Venusaur is busted. I think that the grass decks are insane because there is so much healing that is possible. With the Erica card, you heal 50 HP. Venusaur with its attack heals 30 HP. You could just have a potion randomly in your deck. Like, there is so much healing opportunity in the grass decks that I love it so much. So Grass and Psychic is definitely the type decks I've been using a lot. I'm cautious to give anything a 10 out of 10 because I know there is probably something I'm missing. There's probably something I'm not understanding, but as far as I'm playing right now, I really enjoy a lot of this. I think that the battles are super fun to do. So I would give this whole battle screen and all the battle systems in this game a 9 out of 10. There's also a mission screen here for you accomplishing any missions in terms of collecting cards, getting points. So there's a lot of incentive for you to do battles as well for getting a ton of different items for things. Some of my favorite cards that I've collected so far for artwork purposes, not for battle purposes, just for how they look, because that's one of the reasons that I love the game so much, is just looking at all the artwork. So all of my favorites so far that I have, let's do a little top 10 here. I love Victory Bell. I love that it's falling through the sky in like a flurry of flowers. I think that this art is really, really cute. This Pikachu, I mean, I'm just a fan of classic chubby Pikachu. I think it's adorable, and so having this little card where he's just like this big chunk in the middle of it, I love it, I love it. I think that this little yarn crocheted Electrode is absolutely adorable, and I love the Voltorbs in the background, especially the one sleeping. It's so freaking cute. I love this Haunter card for the setting in the background. I love that you can see the Lavender Tower and making Lavender Town look just as creepy as it actually is. This Snorlax card is so freaking cute. It is no secret that I love Snorlax. I've talked about it several times here on the channel in many different videos, and this card is adorable. He just looks so comfortable. Getting into some of my favorite EX cards that I have collected, I love this Articuno, the background. Oh my lord. This like Aurora Borealis that's happening in the background, so freaking beautiful. This Dragonite card, love. I love this card so much, and you can see the ship in the background that has the Dragonite on the front, stars in the sky that's going in the meteor shower in the background. Oh my god, I love it. This Lapras card is amazing, okay? Like the waves in the background, a little Pikachu on its surfboard. This card is so freaking cool. I definitely didn't think I was going to include this one in my top 10 favorite cards I've collected so far, but as I was scrolling through, I looked and I was like, honestly, I freaking love this card. Pidgeot looks amazing. I love the waterfall in the background, and the fact that it's just carrying away this poor defenseless Magikarp. Honestly, the fact that this card looks so cool and kind of has like a little bit of dark humor to it at the same time, that this Magikarp... this Pidgeot card is definitely a lot cooler than I probably gave it credit for. And then, of course, I had to include a Mewtwo card somewhere, and I think that this Mewtwo EX card is really cool as well. I love this, like, cosmic space in the background, and then when you turn the card, you get all the little cool effects on it. There's always the option to add Flare, which is like adding sparkles and hearts and Pokeballs and things whenever you place the card down or reveal it from your deck. That's always fun to do. You get a bunch of shine dust to go ahead and do that, so if that's something that you think would be a lot of fun, sprucing up your cards a little bit, there are ways to do that as well. Well, there you have it. There is my review of Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket. I know we went through a lot of stuff, it's a lot to go over, but I would say out of the entire game, my complete ranking for everything we went over in today's video would be a 9 out of 10. I think that this game does a lot of things successfully. There's a lot of good, there's a lot of great stuff about it. The collecting of the cards, the showing off to your friends, the battling system, I just think all of this, it's easy to use, it's fun to use, and I think that there is only going to be more and more the more that is released for this game. Some of the downsides that I already talked about, but just to reiterate, is I would say that the trading system definitely needs to be implemented sometime soon. I think that that is one of the biggest things about the Pokemon card game, other than the battling, is the trading, and so I'm definitely sad that it is still not implemented, but I'm hoping that that's coming sometime soon. Also, the wonder picks being something that I think is nice in the very beginning when you're first getting the game, first trying to build your deck. The wonder picking does kind of become a little bit more useless. It doesn't really have a lot going for it once you have a lot of the cards. I would say one of the benefits of it in that point is just seeing what your friends are pulling in their booster packs, and that's always kind of fun just to get like a little insider peek of what your friends are getting super jealous when you see that they pulled a Mewtwo card that you've been wanting for your whole life. But all of those are such minor and slight negatives, some of which are things that are going to be changed once the game is out for just a little bit longer. I definitely would say, as a Pokemon fan, whether you're just a regular Pokemon fan of the series, whether you're a new Pokemon fan, or whether you're a Pokemon trading card game fan for a long time, this game is for you. I think this game is worth it. I think this game is definitely something you should check out. This game does not cost anything to get. It is free in the App Store, and the only things you would have to pay for are in-game purchases, but those are completely optional. And those are all things that you would only have to get if you would want to get them, if that sounds like something that you're interested in. But that'll be all for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, I hope you enjoyed. I know that I definitely did talking about this game. I've been completely obsessed ever since it came out, and if you're interested in adding my friend code, I'll add it right over here if y'all are interested in trading when it comes out, battling, just looking at each other's cards. I definitely would be interested in doing that and just having more friends on the app. If y'all would like to see me talk about this game more on the channel, maybe do some battles, some booster pack openings, definitely let me know down in the comment section below as well. But with that review all being said, I think I'm off to go open another booster pack. Wish me luck I get something good.